Yo, what's up? My name's RetroPat, and I was lucky enough to be acknowledged inside of a game that I love and have been playing on and off for about 10 years now on a few different platforms. I love Dungeon Defenders, and thank you to you all for watching, and thank you to the devs for shouting out. I did a whole video reacting to it, blind reacting to it, so I don't want to gush about it forever here, but this is just as simple as it may seem. Man, is it so cool and meaningful to me, right? But anyways, let's get into what we're actually doing today. We are jumping into Dungeon Defenders Winter Wonderland on hardcore. Actually, let's ditch the hardcore. I've never done this map before. I don't recommend playing your map for the very first time on hardcore mode. I've been burned on that in the past. It's too greedy. Probably shouldn't do it. I'm just going to be jumping into Winter Wonderland. I don't think I've played this map before. It's possible I actually have and just don't remember. I've done the I believe the challenges where you have to like deliver presents. I've done those Christmas maps or winter style maps, whatever you want to call it. If you celebrate Christmas, that's awesome. I celebrate Christmas. I love Christmas. If you don't, that's also awesome. Happy holidays. I have no beef with that. I do want to wish everybody the best winter season. So let's just jump into Winter Wonderland. I'm probably going to be focusing on Christmas if I talk about it. It's just what I celebrate. It's what I enjoy, but you know what, to each their own. Let's jump into Winter Wonderland and see what we're looking at today. Candy canes, snow, hollies, wreaths. Saw some nutcrackers. Okay, I will say, not a fan. Nutcrackers, I beef with them heavy. Let's grab all the mana on the map. Is all the mana? Why is there so many chests right here? Really interesting design. Wow. Huh. Okay. I'm curious how difficult this will be. There are 14 waves of combat. We start at wave 7. So we're starting already with a pretty difficultly in terms of wave difficulty in. There are 3 crystals to protect. We don't have a time limit since we are not on hardcore, which is super nice. We're getting a lot of mana already, 850. I'm kind of glad. I didn't want to do like a, I don't want to say joke map. It's a challenge map. Challenge maps are really fun and really refreshing, but you're not always in the mood for them. You know, like the delivering presents one, that one was really fun on the lower difficulties. I think I also just have a problem with, I think the magic and the joy of those like challenge maps, they're so fun and so great to play on easy difficulties. I think as soon as you play those maps on like real, like harder difficulties, you're like, oh, like this is no longer fun and like magical and enjoy, you know, now it's just like kind of stressful, like funny, you know? So I'm gonna enjoy playing this map. A real tower defense centric map, hopefully on a decent difficulty. I just don't know. Like I maybe could go higher, up to things like insane or nightmare, but I want to play it safe. It's my first attempt. I want to have fun. I want to have a little bit of joy, you know, and just enjoy the winter scenery. It's also just really nice to like play a map. Like look at these blinking lights. They kind of go bonkers. Like playing a map on lower difficulty the first time so that you can appreciate all of the visuals. And I'm no artist. I'm no man of understanding the complexities of what it's like to code certain visuals in video games. I genuinely have no idea, but I can look at them and enjoy the pretty lights. That's something I am qualified to do. This crystal is going to be a weird one. It's like right in this center area with 3 entrances that are very, very narrow. If any mobs get in here at all, it might be some sort of death sentence. This is like a really, really interesting. I don't know if I've seen many other crystal placements that are like this on any other map, which is really cool to me, but also very, very scary. All right, I think I almost have all the mana. There is one more chest off in the distance, but while I'm over here close to the tavern defense, I'm going to go switch characters over to something more effective because I've set up all of my aura stacks now, just in snares and strength drains. I'm going to drop my mana, switch over to the mage, I believe, and set up some lightning towers now that we have the strength drain auras to get rid of any electric immunities. We'll head over here, set up a lightning tower, probably in the back here. It's possible that wyverns come in, and if they do, I want to be able to have this set up like this. I want them to also be able to be hit by these lightning towers. I feel like, given this giant opening, I feel like there's gonna be wyverns coming over here. That's just an urge in my bones. I might be wrong. Still have 840 mana after building 2 lightning towers, and obviously, wait, what is this? Come on, are you kidding? What? What a... Part of me wants to say classless joke, but I can't even be mad. That's kind of based. Anyways, okay. Childish humor aside, let's go ahead and... wow. Okay. Set up some more lighting towers over here. I can do 2 at each pretty easily. Probably more. Hopefully more. maybe even like a DST. I just don't know where stuff is going to come from. I don't know how deadly it's going to be. It seems like a lot of minions will spawn from that door and like lesser so over here. So maybe I can just put a DST like right here-ish. We'll do the tower buff beams as well. Prepare for that. I probably could just do a DST looking this way and obliterate some minions over here. Obliterate the yellow snow eaters. Then here is the final crystal to go ahead and build some lightning towers at. I want to build them far enough. A big problem I've been doing is not building towers far enough from the crystal because they do almost always draw aggro. So I wonder if I build them over here, if that's the strat. If that will be more effective than building them closer like I normally do. Do any minions come from this door case? It doesn't seem like it, but I could be wrong. If I place a DST here looking this way, I feel like I cover a lot of area like that, right? A lot of ground. I'm pretty low on units. I do want to switch over to maybe the Series EV and build like how many booster beams I can, probably about 2 or so, I think, with 160 mana. We'll come over here, build a quick, yep, beautiful. Build a quick booster beam like this. Get maximum distance out of it. That's maximum distance. That's plenty. They all did boosted. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. 90 left. I don't even know if I need to switch to my barbarian here. I kind of almost want to go jump into the... I'm going to go build this boost beam right over here. And then we'll jump into this wave and see how it goes. Just right here. Long as possible, but able to tick everything. Everything is being affected. Beautiful. I'm going to jump into the wave on the Series V. This could be a mistake. I don't know how difficult this is going to be. How much HP do these guys have? 4K or so. This might be easier than I expect. Yeah, I can handle this, I think. I can handle this for sure, I think. All right, kill these guys. Get whatever mana possible. Get enough for the last booster beam that can switch off. Look at the... Wait, the reindeer. Wait a minute. The reindeer antlers on the orcs. Are the ogres? I know I confuse ogres and orcs all the time. What do the goblins have? Little Santa hats. Perfect. These guys have little elf hats. It looks like little bells. Sleigh bell and ribbons. Okay. Dude, they have... Wait, they have the fucking Rudolph nose too? Are you kidding? The Rudolph nose goes bonkers. Okay, that's amazing. Let's head over here. Get this nice and... Oops. Okay. Get this nice and boosted. Beware of the wyverns. Oh, like one's possibly coming from this area. I'm going to take a wild guess. Those are both being boosted. Beautiful, beautiful. That's it for my Series EV. I don't know what kind of drops we're going to get. Just godly drops. Nothing super crazy. I'm going to switch off my Series EV. Either back over to the mage and use up the rest of my building units, or I could go over to the summoner here. I think just going back to my mage here temporarily for a quick sec, getting all the mana, you know, building out more lightning towers, etc., and then switching over to my summoner afterwards would be totally fair. I actually have a pretty decent amount of like extra mana, so I'm really just trying to build extra lightning towers like wherever I can. I mean, I have plenty of mana, honestly, so I'm trying to build them in places where they can be ticked by the booster. That's the main thing. Like that one is not. I was able to build that one in a way that it was, thankfully, but I'm trying to build this one now in a way where it gets ticked. That should be close enough, right? Surely. Just barely not. So I might, it's possible I have to rebuild this booster beam, but I really don't want to if possible. I feel like this should be able to be ticked. I don't think that's hitting. This is 2,700 versus 52. No, I feel like I'm just barely not able to build another one in enough of a range. Well, I'm literally on my mage. What I could do is just sell the DST, build that a bit further back, make sure the angle is still correct. Make sure that's being ticked, and then bam, what an easy solution. It's just that easy. Okay, now everything's being ticked. Perfect. Alrighty, 2 more lightning towers over here. Leaves 4 plus a DST. I'm also putting a few upgrades in those tower buff beams wherever possible. Alright, over here, we still have this one last section, which can use the rest of my defense units, essentially. I kind of want to do a DST somewhere, but I don't know... exactly would be the best spot. Like maybe, let me zoom in a little bit, maybe right here, and looking in this direction, it can catch a lot of area. I feel like 1 DST over here is worth it. So all those towers are being affected. We do have 3 defense units remaining, which I do want to utilize. I think what I'm going to do with 3 leftover defense units, I almost want to do some sort of barrier. I don't know if that's a waste, but I feel like this is going to be kind of funny. I'm going to build a barrier with my squire. I haven't done something like this in a really long time, but I think just something like this is kind of exactly what I want slash need. Just a barrier that sort of protects inside here, since this area is so, you know, kind of, I don't want to say fragile, but so, you know, open for attacks. And now I'll switch over to my summoner, build as many archers as my mana can afford. Head over here, grab the rest of the chests. There are 2 more chests on the map, I believe, at least. They're up here in this little hallway. This is a really cute, I like the hallway though. It's a really, really cute little design. You can hop straight through it or go long ways and get both the chests. So honestly, like really, really cool little design right in the middle of the map here. And then I'll probably hop into Overlord here in a quick sec, but before I do that, let me just go ahead and stay here for a second and just build some archers, definitely some spiders as well. I feel like that's going to be up there on my priority list. I'm not going to have enough mana to build full walls. We'll definitely have to fix things here after I get more mana in this next wave. There actually is a chest over here. I'm going to grab it really quick. I have to hop by this fucking yellow snow eater every time I want to grab the chest, but I'm going to spam around whatever I can with whatever mana I have access to, and I'll see you guys jumping into wave 8 of combat. Right, here's what this beautiful little section looks like. I feel like this is like really, really satisfying with the like little tree skirt under the crystal as well. Is very, very cool. I'm gonna go ahead and hop out of my Overlord mode. I could switch over to my Barbarian for maximum like effectiveness, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I really need it. I'm gonna phase shift out for safety on this map, but I'm feeling this might be a little more chill, a little more easier than I realized, but I could be mistaken. I'm still gonna head over towards the Tavern Defense. Look at these ogres coming in. Look, these need to have like under 1 million HP. I think it's gonna be a pretty chill map compared to what I'm used to. I do think that I kind of notice like the newer a map is, and this just makes total sense in terms of any sort of design. The newer a map is, I feel like the harder it is. I feel like that's something I've very, very much noticed, and it just makes sense. You know, over time they've found, number one, more ways to make things more difficult, and they've just gotten better at design to make things more challenging, and as well as most of the new maps, like, they're dedicated towards players who are still playing Dungeon Defenders in the year 2024, which are usually very, 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 very good players, very endgame players, who, you know, sort of the only thing they need is more hyper difficult maps. So I guess we don't see that many like new maps that are easier or dedicated to like you know, there's not that many casual Dungeon Defender players aside from like myself, I guess, and you know, a few people who come back. I don't want to discredit. There are definitely people, and I've noticed it in the comments, and this was me for the longest time as well until I started trying to like record a series and really learn from you guys, but just coming back every so often to replay the game on Xbox 360. That was me. Like, I would just hop on Xbox 360 every few years and replay the main storyline because this game was so, like, it's so good. It's just so fun. It's such a unique experience. You can't really get the Dungeon Defenders experience with any other game. Like, I've tried, I've searched other things. You can't really do it. I kind of compare it to like Pokemon Stadium is very similar. You can't really, if you have the urge to play Pokemon Stadium, you can't really play any other game to fulfill that urge. You have to play Pokemon Stadium. It's the only game that is like that. Obviously, there are things like Pokemon Battle Revolution on the Wii. There are other games made, but it doesn't feel the same. It is not the same thing, and you really notice it. I feel like even a very, very casual player notices it when you play. So I think Dungeon Defenders is just like a fully irreplaceable game, right? That's kind of what I'm trying to say. But let me go ahead and spam some upgrades around, but also get enough mana to spam some more summonings. For example, spiders over here. I want like an extra spider here. I probably do want to go ahead and do a I want to do a spider in front. This is kind of troll. It's kind of troll to do a spider in front of this, but honestly, we're gonna do it. I do kind of want a mage over here since I'm just gonna have so many minions and stuff over here. I probably do want a spider in front of that door though as well, and I don't know if I can fit it now. Well, if the archer could fit, the spider probably could fit. Yeah, it's kind of a tight fit, but there we go. We'll do some more archers over here as well. More archers here for sure. This is such a funny area. I'm totally enclosing and boxing everything. Maybe I'm overprotecting it. I'm terrified of something getting stuck inside or something getting in there and just causing me to instantly lose the entire map. That would really sting. So that's what I'm worried about. Let's hop up here, grab the 2 chests that are in that long way hallway that I talked about previously. I should be able to hop in right here. Beautiful, beautiful. We'll grab this one, and then spam more archers around until I'm out of summoning units. I'm currently at 93 out of 140 summoning units. Look how barren empty this one is. It's got 1 archer here, and then 1 spider. So a total of 2 archers, 1 spider. This is where I'm probably spamming everything. This is probably the last of my resources. Gonna put an extra spider here, of course, an extra archer minion looking this way, plenty of extra archer minions over here, possibly even a mage over here. I don't know if it's gonna be super, super relevant, to be honest. I think just more archers is probably gonna be better, but I do have 6 minion units left, so I don't want to use them. If I use 4, then I'll have 2 stragglers. I think just doing 1 orc might be the best. I don't know if this is kind of a waste. I don't know if minions come from this. I don't think I've seen anything come from this door. I'm going to be honest. Do I want to put it over here? Do I want to put it over here? I'm not totally sure. I'm not convinced. I'm going to put him here. I'm going to put the orc there, see how that goes. That is it. That is maximum units for me. I will switch to my barbarian here in a sec, but this is feeling pretty chill. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to grab that chest, hop into this next wave, try to go grab whatever other chests I can, but probably hop into my barbarian in the middle of this next wave. Things are looking pretty easy on this map, to be honest, on hard difficulty. I'm going to have to come back and play this around, basically on Christmas, essentially. Play this again. On like Nightmare and see if I can really, but I'm also scared of, I have to factor in boss fights. I know that there are multiple Christmas maps with boss fights because I've seen the meme screenshots of like Santa and stuff, and I know I've played some of those before. So if this map has some sort of insane boss fight, I mean, that's something I need to be aware of. If like the combat is super easy and the boss fight is super hard, that's something to factor in, right? So we'll have to see. I'm gonna pump upgrades into these aura stacks since there's a giant blue crystal here on the ground that I kind of like don't want to pick up and waste. I have so much mana still in my party. Boom, bam, there we go. We're gonna head over here, pump stuff into the tower buff beams. My summoner, it's so funny. My summoner casting rate feels like so slow sometimes. It's pretty funny. Let's go grab like comparatively to my barbarian or other classes. I think that's supposed to be like the downside, is that his base summoning rate is just quite slow. Kind of like the Squire's base speed is he's just slow. He's just a slow guy, you know, a slow chill guy. Look at this giant nutcracker. Actually, if I can up here. Oh, him and his 2 sons. That's kind of wholesome. All right, there is the wave complete, easy peasy. Let's go switch off our summoner over to my barbarian because our max units have been utilized. So I'm just on upgrade duty. I'm just on grabbing the barb, smashing around as much as possible. I don't even think I need to even pick up these chests. I'm going to be super honest. Like, the extra mana is a little nice, but I don't think it's going to be needed. I think the extra mana that I'll be getting from just smacking around mobs is going to be significantly more than any extra mana I could have received from opening all the chests. And it just takes so much more time to grab all the chests. So we're going to let these guys flow out. I'm going to smack them around, grab tons and tons of mana, including from the Sharknado. Head over here, spam some upgrades around, get upgrades on all the aura stacks so they don't get run out anytime soon. Some upgrades on the lightning towers. Everything gets upgrades. Merry Christmas to all. Presents for all. There we go. I'll see you guys probably with this rate. I'll probably see you guys near the end and hopefully at a boss fight. Hilariously, something I'm having to wait for is just the minions to spawn. Like, those last 2 minions were ogres, and they just took a while for them to actually be able to spawn. So it's kind of funny. I am kind of just crushing this map, I guess, way more than I expected. There is wave 10 defeated. Jumping into wave 11 of combat here as soon as possible. I'm going to pump upgrades into this tower buff beams, as it was still not even 1-starred. There we go. I'll see you guys again with a new wave. There we go. Wave 11 defeated without a hitch. We're going to jump into wave 12 as soon as possible here, but I wanted to grab this chest beforehand, but I can't quite make it. It respawns and I miss it. That's okay. We'll just jump into the wave. Why not? We'll pop it now out of shame. And there we go. 774 minions coming in now. And a big nutcracker ninja. Okay. Wave 12 conquered. Absolutely obliterated. I'm scared of the Santa boss, though. I'm going to spam through wave 13 as soon as possible. I am going to stick on my barbarian just in case of a Santa boss, because I mean, I'm really hoping that he has enough damage. Like, hopefully he's able to take down that boss. I even thought about like possibly being on multiple characters for that boss just in case I need to be on something else. Like, it's honestly not a horrible idea, and I feel like the difficulty increase wouldn't be too much for me to be able to continue defeating this map / wave. So it's something to consider, but I'm not going to risk it. I'm not going to risk it quite yet. If we have to play this map again, we have to play this map again. Oh no, not a Christmas map, not a beautifully themed and decorated experience. Having to play that twice, you know, something that developers spent hours and hours and hours and, you know, probably tens of hours on at least. Oh no, don't make me play it 2 times in a row. Oh goodness. Wave 13 defeated. The final wave approaches. Show me a boss wave. Yup, I knew it. I feel like every Christmas map has to have an insane boss. It's just the lay of the land. We're gonna see Santa coming down, trying to steal our presents from us. Maybe evil Santa, perhaps. I literally don't know. I'm just freeballing. I'm just guessing. I've seen some screenshots. I think I've fought the. Have I fought the snowman boss before? I believe I've done something like that. I'm not totally sure. I think I'm just going to jump into it, boys. 1,700 minions to even get to the position to fight Santa, hoping that my barbarian is strong enough. I'm probably even going to keep all of my mana on my barb so I can activate certain stances and such during the boss fight. So I will see you guys very soon. Oh no, wait, what? What happened when I wasn't looking? A strength drain aura just went down somewhere over here. How did that happen? That probably means the tower buff beam went down. I have no idea how that happened. Okay, well that changes the drama here. I think I'm okay. I think we're still gonna be fine. How did I make such a newbie mistake as to letting my strength drain aura get totally drained down? That is super, super unfortunate. I think, once again, I think we're fine, thankfully. I hope so. We're halfway into the wave, but we no longer have access to getting rid of... Number one, we no longer have access to removing their electric immunity. That's really bad. And then number two, like that kobold, for example, like these ogres coming in. We can't get rid of electric immunities anymore. And then we can't even weaken their attacks and weaken their damage. Strength drain is so good. It's kind of ridiculous, which means that I probably have to put more upgrades into these archers so they can kill the minions without those electric immunities. So we're looking okay. It just seemed like a total newbie Dumbo Wumbo mistake. That, like, just super dumb. It must have just gotten drained down, and I never went to go heal it in between waves. I mean, that's just trivial on my end. Anyways, we're gonna go grab whatever mana we can. There should be one minion left. The Santa boss is what I'm guessing. I don't think it's the snowman boss. I think I've fought the snowman boss before. All players and heals get core heals get... Wait, huh? Cores get healed. The boss approaches 15-second timer. Okay. 15 seconds. Where will he be dropped at is the main question. Should I have tried to rebuild the strength drain aura over at that one spot? There's an argument for it, but I'm honestly just not totally sure. I forget how you... There's some key that skips the timer, but I honestly forget what it is, and that's okay. We can build the why can't I speak today? I don't know. Merry Christmas. Let's just see what this boss is and take it down. What's coming? This camera angle. What is happening? Oh, it is. Is it gonna be an evil snowman? Oh, it is gonna be an evil snowman. I was expecting... Have I done this before? Holiday Guardians as well. Those seemed like recreations of my character. Okay. Let's see if we can figure out this boss. Oh, that damage was pretty insane. Okay. He has 31 million HP. Okay, this should be doable with Siphon Stance and everything. We're doing enough damage. I want to be able to activate another... Ooh, they're hitting the crystal. What just happened? Are you kidding me? What? Wait, I thought I was on hard difficulty this whole time. This was on medium? That was on medium and I just lost to the boss in a heartbeat? Oh, man. Okay, I'm gonna need suggestions, recommendations, tutorials. How do you... I thought I was on hard the whole time. How do you stop... How do you stop them? How do you stop the snowmen? They're unstoppable. They're absolute monsters. They're gremlins. They're demons. How do they do it? I don't know. I'm going to have to learn how they do it. But thank you guys for watching this episode. I'm so sorry we couldn't pull away with a win today, but that's okay. That's Dungeon Defenders. That's part of the fun of it, is going back and conquering maps the second time. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Dislike if you didn't. Subscribe for Dungeon Defenders videos every 3 days at the moment, and I will see you guys later. Defend your dungeons. Peace, Reno. Yo, thank you so much for watching until the very end of the video, and a huge shout out to everybody listed here who goes above and beyond, supports the Patreon, and allows me to focus more on Dungeon Defenders content. Thanks again. Have a great day.